Okay, so today I'm going to check out M Triplex. I checked out Mxxx yesterday, and that was apparently released in 2017, and M Triplex was released in 2019. So I thought like both were released in 2019, but apparently it's like a 2 year difference in between them. So this is going to be exciting. If like 2 years, that's a long time. So Eris Parfums M Triplex pushes dark sensuality to a new limit. It includes specially sourced, tinctured and aged ambergris in a huge concentration. The rarely used animalic ingredient Hyraceum and the richest, most refined Trinidad cacao I've ever smelled, used for the first time in M Triplex. Surrender to its beauty. And that's from Antoine Lee again. So, used for the first time. So it's not the same cacao as in Mxxx. Interesting, if that is correct. So, or it seems like it's basically like Antoine found some new ingredients that he loved and included it in Mxxx. So Eris Parfums continues its celebration of the gender fluid revolution with limited edition M Triplex extract. Spicy, smoky, animalic and woody. M Triplex has a massive 7% dose of natural, specially tinctured and ethically sourced ambergris. Okay, there's a bit more, but I want to jump into the scent. So there was a lot of interesting things about that. I didn't talk about like the sandalwood and pepper in Mxxx I noticed from yesterday, but those notes were pretty distinct. So this pushes off your skin like immediately, so this is stronger. And you get that like wet, dark, woody, peppery thing. It reminds me of something he did for Comme des Garçons. I can't remember the name of the fragrance, but I think it was Wonderwood with that woodiness. And that's why I like compare it to Encre Noir, because I found them playing in the same like ballpark. So you can definitely smell like there's a lot more or a bit more freshness from the ambergris, and it also feels a bit more animalic because of it. This is maybe a bit more peppery than Mxxx, and I think overall this is as well blended, but it has more things about it that gives it character. Mxxx was really well blended, but it was just more of a nice smell compared to this. This is that nice smell, but it also has a bit more character to it. Okay, I'm going to read the rest. If the X in Eris gender fluid fragrance Mxxx marked the freedom to be who you want to be, the triple X of M Triplex extends that innovation with the lights turned down low and the animalic growl turned up. So I still think like these scents are a bit too bold for girls, but if you like it, you're going to love it. But This is a bold scent profile overall, but it's really pleasant for me. Notes: ginger, mace, saffron, olibanum, pink, peppercorn. This does feel a bit more peppery. Cacao, cedarwood, sandalwood, vetiver, patchouli, benzoin, castoreum, 7% natural ambergris, Heracium, and vanilla. So I do not pick up the vanilla like at all, I think. It's interesting that it has like these notes like cacao and vanilla, but it does not feel gourmand at all. So yeah, I'm going to wear this, and these like Mxxx, and maybe that's too much with 2 sprays, but I think that these are really well blended, and yeah, M Triplex gave this DNA a bit more character, I think, overall. So I don't feel like I've looked into the camera a lot. Like there was a lot of reading in this one, but there's a 20% concentration in this, and in Mxxx there was like 18. So there's a bit more perfume oil. Yeah, I can understand why Antoine Lee likes these notes. I don't think I have anything more to say right now about this, but it's really good. I do not think it's like mass appealing, but it's really interesting. So why I said that I found it like hard for a girl to wear this, I think it's because just it lacks some florals, but it is unisex for sure. And what was it more? Yeah, about the ambergris. I think this is a limited edition just because of how hard it is to like source this ambergris. So it might just depend on how much they have or how much they can get of it, but you can tell like by the juice color that this has a bit more like oomph to it. And yeah, I really like this. This is what Mxxx needed, I think, a bit more character, and it's getting hard to like pick out a favorite right now. I like M Triplex and Mxxx really much, and also Night Flower I still like a lot. So yeah, I think Night Flower is the most mass appealing one of the bunch. Maybe the birch tar can be too much for some, but I don't think that should be a problem. I also wanted to touch on that Mxxx might be a little more well blended, but it might make it more boring because M Triplex has that like cacao and ambergris that sticks out a little more in it and gives it more character. And yeah, that's it. The scent profile is like masterfully done, like that woody scent profile, and with all these like special notes, I think M Triplex really stands out among them.